significantly further away. Bob Carberry is the manager of transmission lines and civil engineering for the power company.
The levels that I've observed on Meadow Street due to power facilities are quite common. If there was a real problem here, it should be showing up in more places than Meadow Street.
The power company says the levels of radiation near the Meadow Street homes are within the normal range. Within normal because radiation exists in nearly every home in the United States. It's produced by electrical wiring, appliances such as microwave ovens, and even electric razors. But the electromagnetic radiation from a substation is constant, and the residents weren't convinced that their neighborhood was safe. The residents of Meadow Street wanted answers about the high number of brain tumors on their small street, and they wanted the word from Town Hall if the electric substation might be the cause. They gathered at a public meeting, anxious to hear what health officials had to say, and what they heard they couldn't accept.
Our conclusion is that there is no cancer cluster on Meadow Street in Guilford.
Even though there were 5 brain tumors on a street with only 9 homes, they said since the tumors were different, they didn't qualify as a cancer cluster.
2 of them were benign, so-called tumors, and those were meningiomas that have many known risk factors or associations, and electric and magnetic fields is not one of them.
But one of the brain tumor cases, the one discovered in Melissa Bullock, has been linked to electromagnetic fields.
I defy any one of them to change places with those people on Meadow Street and bring their family there. And I'll guarantee you not one of them would do that.
Researchers have found modestly higher rates of cancer, including leukemia and brain cancer, among workers who are exposed to electromagnetic fields in their jobs. One study found that welders have significantly higher rates of cancer because of their exposure to radiation.
There's been some extremely good epidemiology done, and in fact, there's more epidemiological evidence for the relationship between cancer and magnetic fields today than there was when we accepted the relationship between asbestos and cancer back in 1949.
But other studies have been inconclusive.
One reason why this is a controversial area and why many scientists have refused to accept the epidemiological evidence is because there is no obvious biological mechanism whereby magnetic fields can cause cancer.
There is some evidence to suggest that it's not the level of electromagnetic radiation one is exposed to, but the number of times an individual passes through the field.
People are exposed intermittently. They go in and out of fields for different lengths of time, and laboratory data has shown that these kinds can have a synergistic effect. But the fact is that until we understand how these things affect cells, we're just not going to know.
Scientists may be getting closer to understanding a possible link between magnetic fields and